Hi Virgo, welcome to the channel and thanks for being here. I'm going to go ahead and start your Virgo Twin Flame reading for the Virgo Twin Flames. Virgo Twin Flame. Virgo Twin Flames. Virgo Twin Flame. So the first card, the Eight of Pentacles, the Devil card, the Knight of Swords, Death card, Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. Eight of Pentacles being the first card. So that's like doing mission work, or it could be being busy with work. The Two of Cups. And the Ten of Wands. So by doing mission, you're able to take care of your responsibilities in the connection as a twin flame, having the inner knowing, being a leader, doing what it takes to be a flame, twin flame, doing what it takes to be a twin flame, a star seed, light being, doing things in a righteous way, taking care of your responsibilities so that you're able to connect with your person, taking care, removing all the burdens from your heart space so that you can solidify the bond with your person. And it starts with mission. King of Pentacles. So this could be you, Earth sign Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Or it could be your person showing up as a masculine energy and the feminine Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this is the both of you. And you having the inner knowing to work on mission as a twin flame. You've heard countless of times that mission is important. And mission is being a star seed, a true alchemist, as above, so below, right? So putting an end to the old outdated way of living that you have lived for so long. And now that you have the tools that you need, now that you are aware of the knowledge or are exposed to the knowledge or opened up to the knowledge that you are aware that you know of now, it's time to put an end to the old and outdated way of being before you awakened. It's time to let that go. It's time to let that go. You possibly could still be doing a lot of things out of 3D, you know, putting all your faith and trust in a regular 9 to 5, putting all your faith and trust and belief in a regular 9 to 5, and, you know, barely having any time for a mission, but wanting to be in union with your person, you're going to need time for yourself to do mission. So it shows that you may have a lot of responsibilities with work. You may be working a lot, and it's taking you away from, your inner work, your mission, in order to have things transform in the connection with your person. Um, so that's what's going on in the connection. So with Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, that makes Nine of Pentacles. So doing what you're supposed to do on your independent time, doing what you love to do, using your gifts and talents and doing what you love to do that resonates with your soul mission on your independent time is what is needed for things to transform in the connection with your person. And that's how you're able to take care of your responsibilities as a twin flame, as a star seed, light being. In order for things to transform in the connection. So when you do mission, when you're in mission, you're going to get all the answers. So clarifying the Devil card is the Knight of Cups. So you could be having a negative, a very negative expectation of your person. You may be trying to control your person to court you more, and to be like a knight in shining armor. To be like a knight in shining armor, and to do everything that you want your person to do for you. And if they don't do it for you, then you come off as narcissistic, controlling, toxic. Your ego causes you to expect your person to treat you like a knight in shining armor, doing everything that you want them to do. And I see that you tell them, oh, if you don't do this, I'm gonna leave you, or like you're telling your person all kind of things why they should be going above and beyond for you, or else you're gonna leave. Five of Wands, that toxic energy, a lot of toxic narcissistic energy, because you want your person to uphold all of your expectations. And it could be from out of your ego. Your ego could be making you manipulate your person and make you feel like you're entitled to your person going above and beyond so much that it looks like you even want them to risk their life, risk their home, their foundation where they live, putting themselves in harm's way, in danger. The Two of Pentacles. So, bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. So there's a need for you to have balance. There's a possibility that you could be going way too extreme with that narcissistic energy. That energy where you want everything, you want your person to keep giving, 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 but you're not giving anything back to them. Like there's no reciprocation in order for things to be balanced. So your person may be weighing the pros and the cons. They may be asking themselves, is it worth them to stay in the connection with you. Like they're thinking of walking away with the Eight of Cups. Because you keep having your hands out and you have all sorts of expectations. Your person has been there and done that. Um, with the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Your person has been there and done that. So your person is starting to really look at the connection with you, analyzing the connection with you, weighing the pros and the cons. Your person is really thinking about walking away from you, Virgo. Because maybe you watch, YouTube videos of social norms of the way how society wants, genders to conduct themselves. You have red pill society, you have blue pill communities, um, you have people pleasing communities, you have dark feminine communities, manipulation, just about the bag. And at the end of the day, when they get all those things, they still feel empty inside because they were forcing a path where when they get old, they look back and they say, damn, they really missed out on an opportunity to have things go in their way. But out of greed, with the devil card, out of greed, creating negativity, toxicity, you may not be aware that your person is a real knight in shining a real knight in shining armor. But you see, your person has on armor. They're protecting themselves because they don't want to get taken advantage of, like how they've taken advantage of how they were taken advantage of in the past. When if you are out of greed trying to control and manipulate your person, becoming narcissistic, becoming toxic, your person is going to leave because they're sitting down contemplating and asking themselves, is it worth it? The Knight of Swords. The Tower card. So if you feel like your person, if you want to make your person kind of prove themselves to you, do it in subtle ways. And again, you're still treading on a fine line between manipulation. Um, so don't get carried away with it, okay? Don't get carried away with it. If you are being genuine and you just want confirmation, don't get too carried away with it, okay? Um, the Knight of Swords and the Tower. Yeah. So if you're just focused on the and I just had the word at the tip of my tongue. If you're focused on currency gain from your person and you become greedy and you always have your hand out and you always have expectations, there's going to be a tower moment. Because the connection is beginning to be built up on superficial things, and you're not reprogramming yourself and developing yourself spiritually the way you're supposed to develop yourself spiritually. because you're letting material gain cut you off of source to get your intuitive guidance on what to do in order to do what you're doing. The Page of Swords. So it's about shifting your focus. The King of Swords. Shifting your focus and not to use too much of your left brain. Because when you become too masculine and just want material gain and become greedy of your person and try to manipulate your person, it's going to create heartbreak because there's Three of Swords. You don't want to lose your person. So you need to shift your focus because your person is going to start being very logical about the connection, and they're going to make their decision to walk away. They're going to make a logical, rational decision to walk away because you're trying to you could be manipulating them out of greed and for material gain, and operating out of that, out of your lower self, it turns you into a demon, a GMO demon. And then the pattern is going to have to restart because of the Tower moment. So if you want to avoid the Tower moment, be wise with how much you're expecting from your person. If you're just looking for confirmation and you're keeping it real and you just want the confirmation, then do it in a way where it's not out of greed and you get your confirmation. You do your confirmations once in a while. But don't get too carried away with that monetary gain where it leads to a Three of Swords, heartbreak. Because your person is going to make a decision to walk away because they're seeing it as a liability. They could be looking at it as a liability, especially if you're asking for something and it's like it's really like too much, where they're gonna say to themselves, wow, this feminine really feels entitled, and then they're gonna feel like you don't have respect for them. Because the twin flame connection is different than a soulmate connection. Because at the end of the day, people are doing those things because they're trying to fill a void, some sort of void. And yes, they're also doing it to protect themselves in the future. But when you're doing things, when you know you're in a twin flame connection and there's a reason why you're doing things spiritually, you're going to have the inner knowing. Okay? So, clarifying. And I just seen bottom of the deck, communication is going to come in. So, try to avoid asking for like a lot of money during the conversation because it could lead to a Tower moment and heartbreak. Your person could walk away from you because you could be asking them for like so much when you know that they probably don't have it. And then they're going to think that you're going to leave them for someone who does. And then it's like that person is just giving you something to make up for what they lack. And then you're going to be in a bed that you made that you don't know how to get out of. So be careful. You're going to be intuitively guided to know what to do. So clarify the Ace of Swords flipped right out of the deck. You see? Confirmation. transformation, putting an end to the old outdated patterns. The star, twin flame star seed light being, a true alchemist towards all possibilities, circumstances, situations that could go in your favor, and not getting lost. So it shows that you are very dedicated with your 9 to 5 Virgo, but make sure you have time for yourself so that you can get out of your circumstance and situation. By doing mission, you can get out of that 3D job and do what you love doing, do what you want to do. So the 8 of Cups. The 3 of Wands. Okay, so your person doesn't want to leave. They're willing to work with you. They're willing to wait for you, work with you, so that you both can get it right. 7 of Wands. They're willing to fight for the connection. Because they're aware that they met you for a reason. They met you for a reason. So they're willing to work on the connection with you. The Moon. Okay, they feel like you could be feeling like home to them. You resonate something within them that reminds them of a past experience, a positive past experience that makes them feel familiar. The Moon. And maybe you see something from within them that no one has seen within them before. There's something special about you your person is aware of, that they're willing to work on the connection with you. Um, they love your feminine energy. They love your feminine energy. You feel familiar with them. Maybe it's hard for this person to open up to you, Virgo. And when they're around you, it just feels natural to them to open up to you. But don't let greed ruin the connection for you. Be very careful about that. Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Swords. So be careful what you have your mind on. Be careful what you have your mind on, because it shows that you're thinking things that is not necessary in the connection. So maybe there's something to do with your ego. Maybe you need to work on your ego. And the High Priestess, so that you can be intuitively guided on what to do in order to get the information that you need. Because your person is, willing to work with you. They're willing to fight for the connection. So that's a very good sign. But don't take their kindness for weakness, and don't test their limits. Because this person is in it for longevity. With the 3 of Wands there. They just want to make sure that they are making the right decision. Like I said, this person is weighing the pros and the cons. They're seeing if they're making the right decisions. Okay. Maybe you feel like what they're doing for you, maybe you feel like what they're doing for you is is not what you're expecting, but you don't know how things can change in the connection. You can do you can you know ask them for things just to have your confirmation, but don't get too carried away and don't feel entitled um to like crazy amount of money where your person is going to take it as a disrespect and think that you're just looking at them as an ATM. This person is being very careful with their decision. So be careful with that because it shows that if you get too greedy, it's going to create a tower moment and a heartbreak. And this person is thinking of walking away from you, but they're willing to work it out with you. And they possibly miss you, probably already planning to meet up with you soon, meet up with you, or even visiting you to get to know you better, possibly coming to meet up with you and to get to know you better. So the clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, the Fool card. So don't get too 3D. Don't get too 3D out, Virgo. Don't carry any baggage with you. Have faith, believe in imagination. Go into the unknown of your path of self-discovery. And the Knight of Pentacles. Because, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. So, the Eight of Swords. And that could be what could be causing you anxiety. You feel like it's moving too slow for you. So, the reading is saying that the reason why you could feel that way is because you're not taking time for yourself. You're not working on yourself. You're not doing mission. You're possibly not doing any shadow work. And with the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, that makes Nine of Pentacles. So whatever you're doing on your spare time, it has nothing to do with mission. So, maybe you need to switch things up because you need to get out of the same form that you have been in before you awaken. So if you awaken, you need to be doing things differently to show that you awakened. So maybe that's what you need to do in order for the connection to progress. But don't base the connection off of monetary value. All of that is going to come. All of that will come. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. But if you do that, then your person is going to think that you're the one being the Seven of Swords. They're going to think that you don't respect them, that you only want monetary gain from the connection. And then they're going to start side-eyeing you. So there's a strong need to do shadow work. Okay, and learn how to be compassionate. Learn how to be loving. Don't open your heart chakra all the way, but just keep a balance where when if they're going through something and they just want to feel your energy, receive them and just interact with them, talk with them. And if you feel like they're using your energy, then just keep it short and sweet. Keep the conversation short, sweet, and light. And you know how to do that, Virgo. Your ruling planet is Mercury. So you already know. Just don't overthink and just don't worry to the point where it gets it turns into anxiety. That's what a lot of Virgos have to deal with. Analyzing things so much to the point where it becomes worry and becomes anxiety. So be careful about that. You could be showing that by, asking your person for some money. You can do it for confirmation, but do it from a place of a pure, genuine, not ulterior motives. And don't get ridiculous with it. Because your person gonna be like, what the heck? This person doesn't respect me. And they're gonna go where they feel like they're not being used. Okay, so that was your reading, Virgo. Thank you.